what they do is they allow people to buy your product within the text message. Instead of, hey customer, here's a link to finish your purchase. It's, hey customer, this is a real human being. You abandoned this product, press 1 if you want to buy. And then they have to put in their credit card information once. But now their card is vaulted within the one text ecosystem.
No way.
Which means that any other merchant that uses one text and has an overlap doesn't need to even ask for their credit card again. They can literally click 1 and they can buy the
I need
product.
an introduction ASAP.
I'll introduce you.
Moving on, so that's your pricing structure.
Right.
You're testing a lot of different stuff.
Right.
What's your tech stack? This is a really nerdy, specific question, but like you're using Shopify apps. What do you use to actually just make the business function, from organization with these UGC people?
Yeah.
This is not a sexy topic, but it's really important for people who are actually in the game.
For sure. Okay, I mean, so Klaviyo for email.
Okay.
Like right off the bat.
Same.
Right. I have an amazing text messaging platform that I use that 99% of people don't know about. It's called One Text.
Okay.
And they are revolutionizing the text messaging game. They're actually in Y Combinator right now. You know what YC is, right?
Of course.
Yeah, for people that don't know what Y Combinator is, it's like the premier startup accelerator for tech companies. Like Uber was born out of YC, right?
Airbnb,
like
Sam Altman, OpenAI,
dude.
Yeah.
Like
he ran it basically.
Dude, they create fucking unicorns. I was their third client. The founder hit me up on Twitter and was like, I want you to demo our shit. He was working at PayPal at the time. Like, swear to God, I was their third client and I should have invested in it. I had no, I had no money at the time. They're now at like a $30 million valuation.
So what do they do?
Basically, what they do is they allow people to buy your product within the text message. So instead of, hey customer, here's a link to finish your purchase. It's, hey customer, this is a real human being. Press 1 if you want to buy. Like you abandoned this product, press 1 if you want to buy it. And then they have to put in their credit card information once. But now their card is vaulted within the one text ecosystem.
No way.
Which means that any other merchant that uses one text and has an overlap doesn't need to even ask for their credit card again. They can literally click 1 and they can buy the product.
I need an introduction ASAP.
I'll introduce you. But here's where it gets really amazing. The TCPA guidelines states that in order to send a text message to a consumer, they need to opt in twice. There are very strict regulations around this.
Okay.
Because it's around like text message marketing.
Yeah.
Because this is not marketing, it's considered part of the same transaction as before. They're able to send an abandoned cart to every single customer that abandons on your site, whether or not they opted into marketing. So let's say only 20% of visitors opt into like the marketing. You're only able to send abandoned text messages to 20% of people. This now, it allows me to 5x that and send a text message to every single person that abandons their carts, which adds exponential revenue to my bottom line.
When are you getting their phone numbers?
When they're filling in the information on Shopify.
It's just required?
Yeah, it's required. Okay. It's required. But in order to text message market them, they have to click a box saying, I allow text message marketing.
For tracking, order tracking? Is that like this?
For their order information, their email and their phone number.
Okay.
And so with typical SMS, marketing platforms or engines, whatever, they need to click that box. Not only do they need to click that box, they have to like double opt in, right? Like it's super important. Otherwise you're gonna get sued out of your mind. With one text, it's part of the same transaction. It's not marketing. And so as a result, anybody that puts their phone number in, it's fair game. And it's made me a lot of money.
Damn.
So shout out One Text.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Klaviyo, One Text. What else? Shopify, obviously.
Shopify Plus. I now pay like $2,000 a month for Shopify Plus. But I save it on the transaction fees, so that's a W. In terms of other apps, one-click upsells. I mentioned that earlier for the post-purchase upsells. I love those guys.
You have a CRM?
A CRM?
Or like Notion or
organization?
Trello. Okay.
Yeah, I use Trello for organization and obviously Slack. Like my whole entire business, my whole entire business is run off of Slack. Like, I love Slack. But in terms of other like interesting apps, like Social Snowball, huge shout out to Social Snowball. Basically, like they streamline the whole entire affiliate and influencer process. They started off as a platform to basically turn your customers into affiliates. And basically, when a customer buys from your store, they get an automatic email. It's like, hey, we've created this automatic coupon code for you. Share it with your friends. And whenever they buy, you'll get 20% of it. And so like that was like the original premise of Social Snowball. But now like they realize that there's a lot of opportunity beyond just that like little space, and to like be like the solution to help facilitate influencer marketing at scale and affiliate marketing at scale. And they built some incredible tools to help me. With just like the onboarding and the flow, where like as before, my VA was making custom coupon codes for every single affiliate. Now it's like automatic, right? And it's, it's seamless. And then B, like the organization that it's streamlined and the analytics is fucking phenomenal. So I mean, like Social Snowball has like changed the game for me. I don't know how I would run the 2,000 affiliate Discord otherwise.
Analytics, one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Really important because you're making decisions based on the numbers, not your own ideas.
Right.
Do you use any sort of fancy system to track analytics across the board? Google Analytics, Excel spreadsheets?
Not really. I mean, Shopify Analytics.
Just internal.
And then, like Google Analytics.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. We don't really run ads. So like I would like recommend like a Triple Whale or, one of those kind of like attribution softwares.
Triple Whale, okay.
But I don't really run ads. So, I mean, Shopify Analytics is pretty fucking solid.
What about your UGC content creators? Yeah. Are you like making them report their numbers? Are you just manually every day going through, looking at their account, just getting like a feeling or?
Right. So originally I was using like a spreadsheet. My VA would at the end of each month like create summaries across all the different creators, all the different accounts, the revenue that they generated, the commission that they earned,
how much you're paying them,
and how much I'm paying them. And then at the end of every month, I would go through the sheet A, and then B, like I'd pay them out. So I was forced to like really like, consume all the data and the content because like I was sending them money. So it's like, okay, what's going on? And now I use like a software, I'm blanking out on the name, but I use a software that like does all the view tracking and all the follower tracking for all the accounts that we have. But at the end of the day, like I don't want to say like I don't rely on the analytics because I do, and analytics are super important. But like I think it's important that you don't overcomplicate it, right? Like for me, it's pretty simple. I just want more. More creators, more affiliates, more scale. If I do that, I know I'm going to make more money.
Okay, that's beautiful. It just makes sense.
Right.
Business people don't really think about it until they live it, and so hopefully this can help people just start off without making the mistakes we had to make to learn.
Yeah.
So I'll link all of the socials, all the tools that he just talked about in the description, so you guys can find those. But what else? I guess a good question I like to ask people is, what is a belief you had when you started your business that you believed strongly but is now untrue? Or even not even related to your business, just as an entrepreneur, your mindset. Like, what is something that you really thought was true? Once you've lived it, what you've learned recently is not.
I think that like we put people on pedestals. We see a successful rich guy and we're like, holy fucking shit, that's Albert Einstein. Or like he was born different, or he's some genius, or like, he's insane, right? Like we're not the same. People do that with celebrities, people do that with influencers, people do that with rich people, right? At the end of the day, like that's all fucking bullshit. We are the same blood. We are all fucking humans. They don't have something that like they don't have something that I don't have. Like, I don't care if they're fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't care if they're fucking Neymar. I don't care if they're the president. Like, it's not like they're it's not like they're smarter than me. It's not like they like have some sort of edge that I don't have. Like I'm for sure they have like advantages and like maybe qualities that I might not have. But like at the end of the day, like intrinsically we're the same. And so I think that like it's important that you don't put people on pedestals and like you don't have these limiting beliefs where it's like I can never be like this guy, or I'm not smart enough as this guy. You could do whatever the fuck you want to do in this life, and there is no constraint. There is no like ceiling on your potential. Like at the end of the day, it's up to you.
Yeah.
And I think like that's like something that's like really, really important, where like you believe in yourself and like understand that like there is no ceiling. There is nobody telling you that you can only get this far. And it's not like these people were lucky. It's not like they were smarter than you. It's not like they had some like crazy quality that like differentiated from the rest. Like there's a pretty clear path to being successful, and it's not rocket science. And I believe that most people can achieve that. They're just not like, they just don't know how to get there.
It's at bats, right? Like you had multiple businesses before this, and you were learning. You learned a little bit about copy. You learned what split testing was. You learned what good creative was, how to make a good product eventually.
For sure.
And so it's just amount of at bats you take. The more you learn, and then you might get lucky along the way.